When we use the volume of a sphere formula, it starts being useful to use the x cubed key and the cube root key combination on our calculator. Different calculators place these keys in different positions, and sometimes you have to use the shift or second key to access them. Some calculators don't have these keys at all, and you must use the y to the x key and the x to the root key instead. I have a separate video about those keys. The labels on the keys change as well, but all scientific calculators have keys for doing this. In this calculator, x cubed is here, and above it in yellow you can see the cube root of x, which means we have to access the cube root with the second function. When the volume is the unknown, like in my example on the left, we must cube the radius, so we need the x cubed key. We enter the radius length in the calculator, and then press the x cubed key and the equals key. And we get the cube of our radius. We plug that into the formula, and then we multiply by 4/3 and by pi to get our volume. When the radius is the unknown, like in my example on the right, we must cube root to find it, so we need the cube root key combination. First, we divide the given volume by 4/3 and by pi. This gives us 64 in this example. Then we press the second key, the x cubed key, we enter our value and hit equals. This gives us the length of our radius, in this case 4 meters. If the keys in your calculator look different to this or work differently, experiment with the buttons using numbers for which you already know the cube or cube root. I use 2 to try cubing, for example, because I know that the cube of 2 is 8. To try cube rooting, I use 8, because I know the cube root of 8 is 2. This is something you can even do in the exam room if you have forgotten, or if you're using an unfamiliar calculator.